Hi everyone, Todd Meisler, CEO at ZD Design Agency, and today I'm here to start my 7-part video series on 7 tips to improve conversions on your lead pages and squeeze pages. So I'm going to start today with tip number 1, and I'm going to share these with you and go into a little bit of detail about these different tips that we have, and they're really focused on landing pages and squeeze pages, but they can be used in any scenario. Just so you know, this article was recently posted on our ZD Design Agency blog, so if you go there you can read the article in full. I just figured I'd put a video series out to try to get each point across and try to make it easier to digest. So let's get started. So today our 7 email opt-in tips to improve conversions is going to start with tip number 1, form copy optimization. Okay, so first I want you to know that from my experience, nobody is going to buy or opt in for crap. So your offer needs to be good. It needs to be worth the value. It needs to have some kind of value where someone's going to give you their email address, you know. So keep this in mind as we continue, because I believe your emails are little pots of gold, and the email lists that we create are really important, and we need to make sure that we build quality lists and that we have segmented and fresh lists that we can use when we do email marketing. Okay, so for tip number 1 today, form copy optimization, I like to start by looking at the optimization of writing amazing copy for the lead page. So your emails are much more valuable than you would think, and will be more so in the future. So many of these ideas below are not new. It's just that many professionals don't even follow their own advice. And so I'm hammering these in and these key techniques again and again, trying to make sure that everybody gets the point and that they can actually implement them and test them and see the difference. So writing amazing copy for your lead form is super important. The copy needs to be clear, it needs to be concise, it needs to get the point across. The title is very much the most important part, and you need to test different messages when you write your lead copy. So you can actually do A/B testing, or you can just try one series of copy and see how it converts, if it performs at all, and then you can tweak it a little bit and make it better. Testing different messages is really a great way to go. If you look at the personas or the avatars that you have for your clients, you know, testing different messages can make the difference between 10–15% on conversion. So I suggest try a little A/B testing and try different verbiage on the messaging. One of the other things that we look at is we try to test different titles, like we talked about. So this all ties into amazing copy, whether it's body copy, titles, or description copy. We recommend testing different titles on the opt-in page itself. It makes a big difference. So continually optimize. So there are many deciding factors when someone opts into something. So, but we can see that the following problems can be solved by putting a little bit of love into the mix. Our theory is that you can always improve your CTAs with A/B testing and better content development. So if you've got a good offer and you've got well-qualified traffic, you will improve your existing opt-in rates by 30–60% by using these techniques. So keep in mind, this is really important. We talked about writing amazing copy. We don't want to discount the importance of accurate writing and quality writing, reaching your specific avatar and persona. Great verbiage is going to be the key to success on your landing pages. And writing copy is easy to gloss over and say, oh yeah, the copy's fine on the page, it's going to be fine. It's not the copy, it's the traffic, it's the click we're getting. It's not focused. But really, the copy needs to speak clearly and needs to have a great value. We talked about a little bit of A/B testing on the landing pages. You will find the performance differences by testing these, even with the slightest copy changes and the smallest changes to your titles and your description. So when you're focusing on your title or your headline, the headline should really grab the attention of the person that you're trying to reach and should tell the people exactly what they're going to get when they sign up for your email. So for example, get your free content marketing toolkit, right? The body copy should qualify the people and nudge them to take action. So another example, if you're serious about content marketing, enter your email address below to receive the content marketing toolkit. The call to action should be simple and immediate. The example, get the toolkit, right? That specific call to action should be really clear and should be part of the call to action. So look at the pages of your competitors are using, review and dissect them with your marketing team, decide what works, and why and how it applies to what you're promoting and what you're offering. And if you're offering the same type of quality, same type of product, then figure out what differentiates you and your brand from your competitor. And then see if you can build that into your message and your title. So finishing up on my points here, continually optimizing your titles and your headlines is a key factor. Your title should grab the attention of the person when they come to the page, because they're probably coming through paid channels, so they're expecting to get what you're going to write there. It needs to grab their attention. It needs to be congruent with what the ad copy said. The body copy should be the same, but should really be the nudge factor. It should nudge them to make that decision to opt in for whatever it is of value that you're offering. And then once again, look at what your competitors are doing and keep your messages short and concise and to the point. So decide what works and how it applies to what you're doing and how you are presenting the same type of product or service verbally. And make sure that your message is clear and concise and differentiates you and why your brand has value. Okay? That'll make things more effective on your landing page. And remember, don't discount the importance of great copy and messaging. We always follow this 5-step process at ZD Design, which I talk about all the time, which is creating proper goals, looking at your content, creating great content, focusing on the targeting, and then figuring out the amplification and how we're going to amplify that content. And then the 5th step, which I didn't write here, it should be right here, is analyzing the results there. So keep in mind, the copy is really important, and whether it's the title or the description and the body of it, never discount it and continue to optimize and test it. That's it for today, guys. This is tip number 1 in our 7-part video series, and I'll see you again next time.